tend to be thinking about a lot of things all the time, and there are a lot of different facets to what the conglomerate's doing, and kind of this whole social, political, cultural, economic thing, right? Okay, so I guess one thing that I could talk about this morning is the idea of like me, and the way that I talk about kids, and the way that I talk about how you can't abuse them, and you know, I don't know if there are people who are thinking that it must be that I like am one of those people who just like loves kids and wants to be around them all the time, and just like, you know, want to be a kindergarten teacher, and I you know, just can't you know, like I'm always happiest if I'm surrounded by a group of children. I'm like the most maternal person ever. I don't know that I feel that way about myself. I don't know that I feel that way. You know, I can certainly enjoy being around kids. I can like being around kids. They can be fun, they can be cute, they can be difficult to deal with sometimes, you know, because they're people, they're little people, and they have like all sorts of feelings, and they are in the process of learning how to get along with other people, and they can be, you know, I mean, but sometimes they're fun and sometimes they're not, and I mean, I think kind of like anything in life, you know, and but I think the idea that somehow I'm portraying myself as being this very, very maternal person is something that, which first of all, is something that I'm not doing. I don't think I'm doing that, you know. I mean, it doesn't seem to me that I've spent, you know, sort of talked all the time about how all I want to do is be a mother, and how like go and pick out baby clothes, and like, you know, like I just can't wait to have like the pitter patter of little feet around my house, like around my house, and you know, like all of that stuff. Oh, I just when they take, you know, when they take their first steps and they do this and they do that, and that's all I want to do. I mean, I haven't done that, you know, because I don't feel that way. I am very much like not feeling like I don't know. I mean, I really like being an adult, and I really like spending time with other adults, and it's very painful for me to be so forced into this situation of dependency all the time. You know, it really is hard for me, because I really do much prefer being an adult to being, you know, to not being able to really act like an adult all the time. You know, I have to. The test of my adulthood at this point is how much is the extent to which I can deal with my feelings, my frustration, my unhappiness, my feeling of like impotence about how trapped I am by this situation. You know, how condescended to I am all the time, how belittled I am all the time. You know, I mean, I just feel it's just a horrible, horrible feeling to not really be able to participate in the adult world, and to be treated so badly all the time that I can't really be who I am. You know, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do. So, you know, I mean, that's and I think that idea that I'm like presenting myself as being this super maternal person, I think is something that the conglomerate has had no hesitation to try to manipulate, because of course there's this dichotomy. I think in sort of traditional misogynist culture, that someone who shows signs of being like a sexual person is just by definition also not maternal. And yet at the same time, the conglomerate is trying to say that it's alright for, you know, it's alright for everyone to have sex with kids. You know, it's okay for adults to have sex with kids, it's okay for parents to have sex with their own kids. You know, somehow it's maternal to have sex with your own children. When the conglomerate is also saying, you know, women are disgusting, and men should not actually really want to have sex with them. Certainly not in any way that is respectful, or anything other than like, you know, like hold your nose to have sex with them, you know, if you just can't take it anymore. You know, so why did God, you know, why did God play this trick on us in terms of like, you know, what they actually smell like, and then we actually want them? Oh my God, all this self-hatred and blah 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 blah. You know, or talk all the time about how much you love the smell. I'm like, I seriously, I just feel like the whole thing is so stupid. The whole thing is so stupid and so ridiculous and such a waste of time. But I think that's one thing that has been very, very useful to the conglomerate about the videos of me, right? Because what they like to do is to hold up that idea of Lena is pretending to be a maternal person, but look at what a slut she actually is. We have video to prove what a total slut she is. Do you really want this person telling you what to do about kids or your kids? And I you know, I mean, it's I think the way that things are supposed to be is that women who are mothers should certainly be free to be sexual with their adult husbands, you know, or their adult partners, and not sexual with their kids. You know, I mean, you're just, it really, again, the idea of this being a serious no-brainer all the way through is something that I just, you know, I really, you know, that's, it's been really, really frustrating. It's been really frustrating to deal with people who just don't think about it. They don't things that for me are kind of natural assumptions. People are just not thinking about that, right? I mean, they're throwing all of these stereotypes together, you know, to try to just get what they want in as mean and miserable way as they possibly can, and trying to make me the scapegoat literally for everything.